this is how my day went. First load back on the job. I'm about to find a rest area. The rest area coming up next right. I know it's packed. I'm debating on whether or not I should stop here, but of course I am going to stop here tonight because the road is not getting any better. You can see the snow. By the way, I'm out here in Texas. I don't know what part of Texas this is. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, you know, first load back in the truck, and I'm not even going to go any further than that. I'm not even going to speak on it any further than that, because I still do appreciate the fact that I'm back in the truck. Maybe I can give me a little spot up under this bridge. Maybe I won't get snowed in as much. I'm not sure if I wanna park. Like, nah, I shouldn't park there. It looks kind of thick right there. I'm not gonna park there. It's looking kind of thick right there. And besides, there's space up here. That's a nice blue light. So yeah, this is not the worst. This is not the worst storm I've been in by any means. By any means. I've been in way worse storms than this. Absolutely. However, there were a few accidents back there. We're just getting out of a 3-hour traffic jam. We're just getting out of a 3-hour traffic jam. That's the only way that I'm moving right now, because they cleared whatever it was up. And it looks like I'm passing up all the spots. There's absolutely no parking out here whatsoever. This is the I-20 traveling east here in Texas. Like I said, I don't know exactly where I am at right now in Texas. 8778. Okay. Just a little synchronicity real quick for y'all. 8778. Anyway, Lone Wolf, what is that? Hal Truck Company. Anyway, fun stuff. Fun stuff. Not enough snow to make a snowman, but I'm feeling like a snowman right now. I'm in a snowman. Alright, we're gonna try and find some parking right over here though. Let this car that's behind me pass. But nobody's moving right now. Like, absolutely nobody's really moving right now. I should back up behind him, but I'm not trying to get stuck nowhere. So I'm trying to find the best place where I could get some traction in the morning. I hope I don't get stuck. I'm gonna probably park right here in front of this truck right here. So yeah, this is just, it's madness. It's madness, absolute madness. But I'm gonna park right here for the night. Hopefully I don't get snowed in. I'm getting off the road right here, right now, and then this is just where I'm gonna be at, like up here somewhere. Yeah. It's the best that we can do for right now. Very dangerous, very not safe. This is very unsafe to park like this. Considering the circumstances, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. And I don't have any more drive time either. I don't have any more drive time sitting in that traffic. I mean, we were stacked. We were stacked. Like, nobody was moving. So what did I do? I ate, watched some things on YouTube, just kicked back, let my dogs out to use the bathroom, fed them, and all that. I'm still trying to debate whether or not I should park here, but I already told my company that the weather was really bad, and I told them that I was going to park up for the night. So they already gave me the green light to do that. They're already aware of the conditions, the weather conditions. So I'm not gonna go against my better judgment. I'm gonna say that again. I'm not gonna go against my better judgment and my instinct and continue to drive. Because I don't know if y'all can see the snow, but yeah, it's coming down. It's coming down. It's real. It's real right now. I'm gonna park right up here. You know what I mean? I'm gonna park right up here. Try and get off to the side so trucks can go by safely, stuff like that. And yeah, dog, I'm stopping right here. Go ahead. You good? You safe? You safe? Go ahead. So yeah, this is what's going on right here, right now. I'm gonna just park right here. I made lines. Me traveling this much further past the rest area, I made lines. There's lines behind me. They'll probably get covered up. Yeah, life is real. Life is real. Like I said, I've been through way worse than this. Just pull my brakes. This is my GPS. Let me see. Let's see what we got here. So, got another 200 miles to go. 201. And I got another 13 miles from Big Country Truck Stop. I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not even gonna do it. Still got another 3 hours and 3 hours and 5 minutes till I get there. I already know I'm gonna be late. I would have got there tonight if it weren't for that traffic jam. I definitely would have got there tonight. I don't have to be there until 9:45 tomorrow morning. And I'm about to put myself off duty in the sleeper, right? This is what's gonna happen. I'm about to put myself off duty in the sleeper. I don't know exactly what time it is because I'm not able to look at my phone right now, and I don't have a watch. I've been meaning to buy a watch for so long. I mean, come on, America, where would we be without watches? But so yeah, it's real. It's real. You know, it's real. You know, you gotta use your better judgment in situations like this, and just say, you know what, hey, it's time. If it's time to shut it down, it's time to shut it down. You know, like, don't try and be a super trucker. Don't try and be a super trucker, okay? Because, you know, you could easily end up super stuck. You could easily end up super stuck trying to be a super trucker. You know what I mean? Now, there's no telling, there's no saying that when I wake up tomorrow, given nobody sideswipes the truck while I'm asleep and kills me, there's no saying that when I wake up tomorrow, this is gonna be looking any better. You know, needless to say, it could be looking way worse. Needless to say, it could be looking way worse. I just hope we don't get snowed in. I will check the weather when I get off this live, or not when I get off this live, but when I'm done making this video. Just keep it right there. And stuff like that. You know, and stuff like that. So when you have weather like this, it's best to just go slow. You know, do the speed that you can do safely. You know, go your safe speed. You know, go your safe speed, and what you call it? Use your hazards, like what is that? R plus L carrier has its hazards on. Use your hazards. You know, lights are a form of communication out here on the road. You know, stuff like that. Use your lights. Give plenty of notice to other drivers of what's to come up ahead. You know, that way you minimize the chances of getting into an accident and stuff like that. You know, be very aware and be very precautious, and constantly look for lines. Look for lines, because the lines in these types of situations, the lines are going to be your best friend. The lines are going to be your best friend, you know what I mean? And once I realized that I had 2 more miles to go before I reached this rest area that's behind me, I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to pass anybody. So this same plow that just passed right here, this plow, I was like, all right, it's another 2 miles to go, or 2 miles until I reach the rest area, safe haven. I might as well just kick back and ride this little 2 miles out behind this guy, because 1, he has the plow, 2, he has lights, 3, he probably has salt, and 4, he might even have a tow. I'm not saying that he would tow me if I got stuck, but I'm like, hey, you know, he's probably the most beneficial person to me out here right now. You know, I might as well just stick behind him, you know, especially because he has the plow. You know, he has the plow, he's creating lines on the road, so I was like, yo, I'm just gonna stay behind him, you know. But again, I wanna emphasize this. Continue to search for lines. Look for your yellow line, you know, because when the weather gets like this, chances are you're not gonna be in the right lane or the left lane. You're gonna be searching for road, period. Like you're gonna be searching for road, period. You know what I mean? And you're looking for lines, and lines also include tread marks in the road. You know, tread marks in the road in the snow. You know, you're looking for tire marks. You know, follow tire marks. Obviously, don't follow tire marks off the road, because you're going to end up in a ditch or whatever right there where those tire marks end at, you know, with whoever went over there, whoever is over there, you know. So obviously, you know, use common sense too at the same time. Feel what I'm saying? What you call it? Look for lines. It's okay to be in the middle of the road when weather conditions are like this, because sometimes the right lane has more snow in it than the left lane. You know what I mean? So like if you're traveling and you see black, try and stay on the black, you know, because you get on the white, could be ice under there, you know, snow, slippery. Try and stay on the black. And again, go slow, and you know, slow down when you gotta slow down, because here's the thing, you know, if you're going above your speed of comfort, if you're going above your safe speed, and all of a sudden there's a hill, you're gonna go beyond even that speed, whatever that speed was, you know. So like, for instance, if your safe speed is, let's say your safe speed in conditions, during conditions like this, is like 30 to 35 miles per hour. If you're doing 35, right, and that's your safe speed, out of nowhere there's a hill, who's to say it won't just jump up to 41, you know? Remember, your safe speed is 35, you know, and you were comfortable sitting at 35. Now you're going down a hill and you're trying to slow down, and you see it go 37, 38. Now you're trying to throw your brakes on so you get back to your safe speed, but now there's ice and stuff like that, you know, and you're braking, you know, you're taking your foot off the accelerator, trying to let it slow down, and you know, things can get real ugly real quick. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Things can definitely get real ugly real quick. You know what I mean? So do your safe speed. You know, if you're comfortable at 35, don't go beyond 35. You know, like there's a hill coming up, go back to 32. You know what I mean? Hill coming up, go back to 30, or go below that. You know what I mean? Because depending on the hill, whatever the downgrade is, you know, if you do, let's say you're doing 18, you know, if you could go from 35 to 18, you could take that hill at 18 to 20, right? And then once you progress beyond that hill, then you could get back to your safe speed, you know, because the road is going to be there. There is still going to be road there. Like, the road is going to be there waiting for you. You know what I mean? But you have to make those necessary adjustments, you know. Same thing for a curve, stuff like that, you know. Before you get to that curve, go beneath whatever you perceived to be your safe speed to be, you know. And this video is actually going on longer than I had planned on it to go. But yeah, I just want to share that real quick. You know what I'm saying? And cops are police officers, cops, they're pretty lenient about parking on the side of the road like this, because they understand that, you know, every place else is gonna be mobbed with trucks, and you know, they know that some people can't drive in conditions like this, you know. So you just gotta pull over sometimes wherever you at, you know. If you can't do it, you can't do it. It really makes no sense to risk your life and risk your load just because you want to be a super trucker, or just because, you know, you're trying to prove something to yourself, or just because you think you got to make it to your delivery on time, you know. No, communication is key. You know what I mean? Communication is key, and safety is key over everything. You know what I'm saying? So what you do is you take a picture, send it to your company, let them know, like, hey, look, the weather is getting worse. And I'm gonna have to pull over. You know what I mean? For safety purposes. You know, and if you're with a good company, they're gonna understand that. You know, there are companies out there, and you know, they want to pester, you know, they want to complain about, you know, whatever, you know, but that's just not the company that you want to be with at the end of the day. That's not the company that you want to be with at the end of the day, you know. Like, because everybody has their level of expertise. Everybody has their limits. You know what I mean? Everybody has their limits. And, you know, just because you're able to do things that other people aren't able to do doesn't mean that during such situations like this, or under these circumstances, under these weather conditions, that you won't be hindered or affected by other people on the road that are that have less capabilities. You know what I mean? Because just because you can maneuver in the snow, everybody can't maneuver in the snow. You know what I mean? So all it takes is that one person to spin out of control, and here you are thinking like, oh, I'm just gonna pass this person. So you go up, or I go up, and you know, I approach the vehicle as if I'm about to pass the vehicle, and all of a sudden they want to take it upon themselves to cut in front of me or something, or maybe they might start spinning out of control, you know. Maybe they lose control, or maybe they fell asleep or something. Anything can happen at any given time, you know. Anything can happen, you know. What is that, like Murphy's Law or something like that? Anyway, you know, I don't wish bad upon anybody. I don't wish bad upon myself, you know. I've been, I don't want to say lucky, because it's not luck, you know. It's just, let's just say I'm grateful to have the abilities that I have, and I'm grateful to be able to maneuver how I maneuver, and I'm grateful that I haven't gotten caught up in anyone else's nonsense, you know, when I travel, you know, when I drive these trucks, you know. It's very hairy. It's very hairy, you know. It gets very hairy out here. You know, I've been in many snowstorms, and I just want to emphasize that it's good to know when it's time to pull over. You know, when people start, because you got some trucks that shoot, they won't even let you around them. You know, they won't let you around them because they're like, no, you know, I'm up here now, you know, and I see the road, and they you know, they're scared. Really, it really comes down to them being afraid to move over because there might be snow over there, or maybe they don't trust that side of the road, or whatever the case may be. Maybe they just want to be an a-hole, whatever the case may be. And that's what it really comes down to. You know, that's really what it comes down to. So you got some people that won't even let you over. They won't even let you around them. You know, and in that case, you just got to suck it up or pull over. You know, and just be like, you know what? My life is more important than this, you know. I'm just going to pull over. You know, I'm just going to pull over. And I'm just call it a night, you know, and then you know, that's when you take your power back. Instead of getting into this power struggle with another truck. I got a crack right here in my windshield. I just noticed that earlier today too. And I just got this truck. But I don't think I did this though. But this is a nice crack here in my windshield. So I'm gonna have to let my company know about that, because that's only bound to get worse. But I don't want to touch it too much either. I don't want to touch it. So yeah, that's really what it comes down to. Now, if I was in, let's say I was in, I don't know if y'all can see it. This is a model of a Porsche. It's yellow. You probably can't really see it like that, but that's okay. If I was in this car in this weather, like, I wouldn't even drive this car in this weather. You know, it helps. It helps when you drive trucks in weather like this, because they're heavy. Like, trucks are heavy. You know what I mean? So they have a pretty good center of gravity. You know what I mean? Car like that spin out of control real quick. I can probably see it. Here it is. A little bit of motivation anyway. But yeah, trucks are heavy. You know, they have a good center of gravity during conditions like this. Another thing, like with the wind, like when the wind is blowing, like, because the wind is blowing out here too. You know, you got to take into account the wind, you got to take into account the ice, you got to take into account the fact that you might not even be able to see the road sometimes. You know, there's multiple things that should be running through your head while you're driving these semi trucks. And yeah, you know, but yeah, when the wind is blowing and you're heavy, it kind of allows you to stay put. Like, the wind doesn't really push you around as much. If you're light, oh, you're gonna feel everything. Like, you're gonna feel it. That wind will have you all over the road if you're light. But if you're heavy, you know, you stand a fighting chance. You know, I've been I forgot where I was. Maybe like Ohio or something like that. I forgot where I was. This was about probably like a year and a half, 2 years ago. Maybe like a year and a half ago. 2 years ago. Probably like 2 years ago. And that wind was just pushing, right? So at the time, I think I was heavy, right? So the wind was blowing from the left side, so it was hitting me from my driver's side, right? So what I did was, when the wind was blowing, I would kind of keep my wheel turned towards the wind, and it created like a wall. You know what I mean? Because if I gave in, the wind would have pushed me that way. You know what I mean? The wind would have pushed me over there to the right, you know, because it's blowing from the left. So like I'm kind of turning towards it like that, you know, like to stay on the road, you know. And what it did was it created like a wall. I mean, aerodynamics and everything goes into this, you know, centrifugal force, all that. But anyway, it's real. All right. And on that note, I'm gonna say goodnight, y'all. I just wanted to drop this video real quick, but Yeah, I'm about to just get on with the rest of my night. Yeah, have a good one. And I don't know, maybe one of these days, I'll you know, I'll figure out this YouTube stuff and start making better videos. But until then, feel free to like, share, and subscribe and comment below. All right, you already know. Let me get up with y'all.